How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Historic Brawl. Today is actually a bit of a special episode because a first has actually happened on the channel, and that is somebody specifically asking for a deck, which I don't know if I'll be doing future requests for decks, but this one, it seemed kind of cool, and we are playing horses. So we got asked for a horse life gain deck, which, thinking of it, it is possible, right? So I built that deck, and I originally had Kodai, the dragon, from the most recent standard set. No, not from the most recent, from the not most recent standard set. New Capenna. So I had Kodai as my commander, but I switched it out at the last second for Kodai because trolls. Because Kodai, well, it's basically horses as a tribe. We have about 20 horses on all of MTG Arena. And the best horse is Crested Sunmare. And it's not a commander, so we can't play it in our command zone. So we have to find it in our deck, which is why we have a bunch of weird card draw options. And we have to keep it alive, right? Now, the idea with the Kodai version of the deck is that you play Crested Sunmare and then you play Kodai to give it indestructible. I think we're dying. That was a lot of damage, but we are going to get to cast this for Crested Sunmare. Our life gain is not present at this time. So, do we get something else is the question. I don't really have a creature in the deck that gives, that'll get me a lot of life really quick, right? Like, we could play Soul Warden, but that wouldn't do anything. I think we go for Crested Sunmare and just pray that we live another turn. If we live another turn, we might be able to cast Kenrith and gain 5 life and fix our issues, right? Ouch. Painful. This is a good Tislara deck. Yeah, well, you can't really do anything about this, so back down to the ground. Yeah, so we're just gonna Kenrith gain life. And we're going to do it smart, too. So if we gain life during their turn, we'll get another horse. A Fountain of Renewal. I approve. We might have cracked it. We might have cracked it in the first game. Be cool if we cracked it. We're going to gain 5 life. Ah, darn it. does not work as I thought it would. Let's get a Cure down. Let's get the Eerie down. Let's gain 5 life. Untap me a land. Let's get my stop set there so that we don't mess it up. Alright, we're making horses. Okay, this is working marginally well. Kenrith is busted, that's to be sure. We can trade out a Griffin every turn for... Like, eventually they are going to overpower us, so that is an issue. And Kenrith cannot destroy. Yeah, I'm just going to block opponent. How much mana do I have access to? 2. I guess I should have put on something that was going to stay alive, right? But hey, Sunmare trigger. Impassioned Cleric. Another horse. Draw a card. Play a land. Gain a bit of life. End the turn. Gotta make sure to set our stop, because that is something I've learned we have to do with this deck. I don't know how this game ends, actually. Like, we get a free 5/5 indestructible every turn. Well, that's painful. $19 cards. Wow, that is crazy. Poor Celebrant, too. Poor Celebrant did not make our deck. Now we can trade off an Angel every turn. How much mana do I have, though? I don't really have enough mana. This is a problem. Cure is going to take a hit, but she's going to survive, so... So our horse wall is actually okay. If we didn't have our griffins, though, we would be dead. Griffins are... They have a horse in them, right? Or is that a lion? I'm not up to date on my lore on griffins. I know my chimeras. You got chicken, lion... Opponent is tanking for some reason. Are they scared of the horses? I would be scared of the horses. It might be worth it to take out a mana rock or a land and put in a critter hoof. Because we have ways to search up creatures, so that wouldn't be an issue. And we're making enough creatures for it to be relevant. Like, the only issue, I added a little bit of extra land to the deck because I thought our last, like, with Troll Tribal, which was technically 2 tribal decks ago, we kind of got land screwed a lot, and that kind of hurt the performance of the deck. So I wanted this one to at least get off the ground, right? So that we could test the concept. This deck is also running a couple of mono black combos. We had to do black because black surprisingly has the second most horses of any color. And I thought we're doing a tribe that's not gonna... that might not get the job done. So we might as well have a couple of combos on board just to kind of sort things out. Actually, it might have been nice to get some copy spells too. I don't know, the concept was intriguing enough that I kind of just wanted to make sure I could get a Sunmare on the battlefield, right? Because that's the hill the deck dies on. We might just be okay. Hexproof and indestructible. Well, that's a good combination. So I'm tempted to fire this off. If I do, I'll lose half of a combo, though. So we'll play a horse. Archeora is going to die this turn. Unfortunately. And the horses are not ready for battle yet. Dawn of Hope is actually pretty decent, because we have a crap ton of mana. Isn't it Heliod, Grey Oak, and something else? That could have been a combo we could have used in the deck, and then we wouldn't have had to rely so heavily on black. We've outgained the life gain deck, though, which is one of the conditions for our horse deck. We're making 2 5/5s every turn. No one can say we don't have more horses than everybody else. We have the horses. 6, 7, 8, 9 horses. It's weird how effective this is. I mean, this is the first game. I wanted to go into this semi-blind to figure out if I had made something awful or if I've just cracked the code. So I can never attack with Sunmare, because if I do, Cesara is just gonna chomp down on the bit. We can't save it, so there's no point in blocking now. I think they might be benefiting from the life gain more than us. Just a thought. Black? Resolve all. We're doing some crazy triggers. How much mana do I have left over? I think I only have 2 mana left over. I think I'm going to decline this. Yeah, well, that's bad. Huh. I'm confident that this will not get me anywhere, but I'm also confident that we are losing. Math is for blockers, right? Yeah, it might have been right to just Kenrith. Because we can recast Kenrith next turn. Is this enough? They don't have trample. So we're going to get damage through either way. Yeah, sure. Oh, we're dead. We were very, very close, though. We were 4 damage off. That does mean that if I had just put counters on things, we would have won. Well, lesson for next time. Wait, are we dead? Are we dead? I think we're dead. But we might not be. The 45-45 is the problem, right? If we block that damage, there's no way they can kill us. And then on our turn, we swing out and murder them. Can Horse Tribal get its first win in its first game? It took an exceedingly unlikely chain of cards to get where we're going, but yeah, next turn we just Kenrith. Can Kenrith make any creatures good? That's the question. I think he can. And it's kind of crazy. Yeah, because we have the benefit of trample and they don't. This is pretty swingy. Like, I know that life gain isn't the most powerful archetype, but being able to beat it is impressive in its own right. Okay. We swing. Activate Kenrith. That's enough. That was insane. Wow. I'm just completely blown away. Did not think that that progress would be made. We are on game 2. Hopefully they will not all 3 be 20-minute games, because if they are, it could be a little rough. But the horses won that. Like, Kenrith, he got him in for the W, but it was the horses. Ooh, Vine Mare and Traverse the Outlands is really, really good. I think we're going to go on Triumph first. We unfortunately aren't able to get Forest. Ooh, Binding Grace is actually also really good. Because if our Soul Warden gets answered, we can just fix that problem real quick. I have never seen this card before. I'm going to get a black source. Actually, do we need to get a black source? Maybe a white source. We run more black stuff than white. Well, actually, no, we don't. I'm a liar. Soul Warden. So it's double strike reach. Remove the counters from it. It deals X to target attacking or blocking creature an opponent controls, where X is the number of counters removed. Okay. And you have double strike. First strike, okay. Not double strike. First strike, not double strike. I got a Plains. Where did I get a Plains? Saphira's headquarters. And pass. That way we can Mare on 4. Or do we want a Plague Mare on 4? I think we might... Oh, we can't Plague Mare on 4. This is a tricky mana situation. No block. Well, this actually simplifies things. So we still take 6 here. More than 6? Eventually? No block. How much does it cost to remove counter? 1. So, but it only works on attacking and blocking, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen, I'm content going from 5 mana to 10. That is step 1 in the plan. To get an obscene amount of mana. I think our Bowman opponent, though, probably still has the victory over us. So Warden will be jumping here. A Biting Grace will bring it back at the end step, and probably Kenrith. No block. Let's get me a Soul Warden. So Soul Warden is in infinite chump mode. We don't have the card draw. Well, that's an issue. I don't think I can get around an Elish Norn. Well, let's draw a card. Chromatic Ore is actually decent. Doesn't do anything. Cycle, I guess. Gain life. I'm sorry, buddy Kenrith, but you'll be taking the next bullet for me. We're gonna gain a life since Soul Warden just comes back and dies immediately, and she doesn't even trigger for herself, so we don't get the life. This card is one where you will nearly never choose the gain one life, but sometimes you got to. If they have a removal spell, we lose. Well, this is a good expectation setter, right? We had the insane game where we won, and then we had the chill game where we got crushed. But I had already recorded something for tomorrow, but I'm probably going to push it back. Push it back until the next day. 3 life and a dream. Ayo, there's our boy. Cancel. We know what we're doing. Gain 1 life. Our griffin dies. Our horse is indestructible. This could get us somewhere. We have the mana. Well, this is awkward. Unfortunately, everything dies now. I was trying to be cheeky there, but didn't work. Our opponent saw the line. We're not dead, though. Like, the Sunmare party has not even begun yet. Next turn, we'll have even more Sunmares. It'll be glorious. It would be kind of crazy if we somehow Kenrith looped Sunmare to the point where we could actually win the game. We have an insane amount of mana, and that's all Sunmare and Kenrith ask of us. It looks like they're key to the archive card with Grossing Grip. Sunmare returns. I gain life. And that's all we can do, unfortunately. One life. Yeah, sure, why not? It's going to be a complete replay of last round, but we actually have to block everything this time instead of going for a pseudo victory condition. We are just dead, though. Like, we should probably just concede at this point. Goodbye, horses. Where did you get trample from? One of the artifacts. Well, GG. One more game. We'll call it a day after that. I lost track of the day. But I'm behind on a quest. That's unfortunate. Dinosaur versus King. Okay. We'll get a forest, plains, or mountain. We don't need a mountain, so I guess we'll get another forest. We are running a bare minimum of basic lands. We'll probably Skyclave on 3. Kiora's good, but she's not going to get us to Orrery faster than just having another Mana Rock will. I say that. Relic of Legends is really, really good. Unfortunately, there aren't many legendary horses. In fact, there isn't a single legendary horse. I guess if you count like changelings, you got Orvar, which we're not going to count Orvar. I guess there might have been an argument for going for Relic there, because if we could delay casting, I mean, Relic of Legends over Relic, Skyclave Relic. Ouch. That's bad. Yeah, if we could delay that by 1 turn, we would have been able to cast it for like 6 mana maybe. The Marauding Raptor into Raging Raptors is one of the better dinosaur combos you can get going. But are the dinosaurs ready to fight the horses? I don't know. Soul Warden into Dusk Charger. We get our life gain going. I was tempted to play Relic of Legends there. Kiora Chromatic Orrery is going to be really, really big. Because then we can actually use the mana from Orrery to draw cards with Orrery. Which is a little... And if we have Kenrith on the battlefield while that happens, ooh, draw 5 cards for 5 mana? Dude. That was my only horse. Soul Warden, not a horse. Life gain card for sure, but not a horse. But now if they attack him with Raging, we can just kill it. I mean, this ramps him, but it stops the ramp every turn. Which is kind of the problem at this point. I wonder if there's an argument for building this deck in like a more disruptive package. So like using, the battlefield tap creatures and... I think I want to do this. This is probably just better. Goodbye, Putrefy. You are less exciting than everything in my hand. We're only taking 4 damage a turn. But next turn we're going to have ourselves a kitten. Well, we're going to take a lot more than 4 damage, unfortunately. So this is going to be kind of neat.
The ocean surges, life thrives.
That was a pretty decent horse turn. Yeah, we're just dead though, aren't we? Well, that's unfortunate. Our first was our greatest match. That's almost YouTube clickbait levels of luck on my behalf. Generally, I get my best games at the end of the episode.
You're making me crabby.
Well, GG. Well, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like. I will leave a deck list for Horse Tribal in the description. Check it out for yourself if you're interested. It's probably not worth it as far as wildcards are concerned. But it was fun. It was a really fun and neat idea, and a lot of the pieces worked out surprisingly well together. Like, Kenrith was really good with Sunmare. Griffin Airy was kind of good. And some of the horses were actually pretty decent by themselves, too. So, either way, see you next time.